Hello, welcome all, karibu, and on today's video, I would like to share with you the list of supporting documents you will expect to submit to the KCC if you are the winner of the DV program 2022. So, this video, I'm going to explain on the list of supporting documents you will expect to submit to the KCC if you are the winner of the Green Card Lottery 2022. So stay with me until the end of this video so that you can be aware about the Green Card Lottery process, the document you got to submit after winning the Green Card Lottery, and all other issues regarding the Green Card Lottery application. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel at Swahili Bongo DV Lottery so that you can be aware and always updated concerning the Green Card Lottery in general. So without much delay, let's check the document or the list of the required document for you to submit or you to expect to submit to the KCC in order to process your case and scheduling for the interview in order to get your diversity visa. So let's check on the diversity visa program. After winning, you made your application and later on you found out you have been selected or you have winning the green card lottery application. What follows is for you to fill in the DS26 form. After filling the DS26 form, the KCC will receive and process your DS260 form or the DS26 application form for you and your accompanying family members. You will receive instruction for how to submit the required supporting documents, and your interview will not be scheduled until you submit the scanned copies of the all required supporting documents. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to submit those documents, on how to obtain a particular of those documents and send it to KCC through the email called the KCC DV. It's called the KCC DV document at state.gov. So this is the official email that KCC is using to request for the submission of supporting documents and for you to send those supporting documents. It's called KCC DV documents at state.gov. So what you're going to do is to submit your document. So the applicant and each family members who will accompany the applicant to the United States will need to submit the scanned copies and any required translation of the original documents or certified copies of the document to the KCC in order to process the entire case before your interview scheduling. So you will be required to bring the original copies of your document to your visa interview at the US Embassy or Consulate, along with any translation required. So after submitting those documents to KCC, the original ones, you will go with it to the visa interview at the US Embassy or the US Consulate. So the document to submit are, first of all, let me read this part. It says that reviewing the information below to determine the document you will need to submit, KCC will send instruction explaining how to scan and email the documents and any required translation after you submit your valid DS26 application form for you and all the accompanying family member. So your visa interview appointment will not be scheduled until KCC has received and reviewed all the required supporting documents. So do not mail this document to the KCC Consular Center, because all the papers form, all the documents in paper form or correspondence mailed to KCC will be destroyed. So let's see the document that you are expecting to submit for your case. The first document is the birth certificate. Each family member must submit, each applicant must submit a birth certificate issued by the official custodian of the birth records in your country of birth. And that birth certificate must show the date, the place of birth, the parentage of the applicant based upon the original registration of the birth. So the certificate must contain the following. First, person date of birth. Your person date of birth must be shown on the birth certificate. Another thing is person place of birth must be indicated in your birth certificate, but also names of both parents must be shown. Also, annotation by the appropriate authority indicating that it is an extract from the official record. So it can be a signing of the official officer or the seal or the mark indicating that it has been extracted from the official records. If you can't obtain the birth certificate, if some birth record may not be obtainable, for example, if the applicant birth was never officially recorded, if the applicant birth record have been destroyed, or the appropriate government authority will not issue one. So what is the alternative if you can't obtain your birth certificate? So the alternative for you to submit the document is one, a baptismal certificate that contains the date and the place of birth, as well as both parents' name. That is number one. Another thing is an adoption decree for an adopted child. First of all, the first one is if you can't obtain your birth certificate, what other document you will require to provide in order to prove your birth certificate. One is the baptismal certificate that contains the date and the place of birth, as well as the both parents' names. So that is the first document. Another document is the adoption decree for an adopted child. And when I say the adopted decree, I mean the official court documentation or documents. Another thing is affidavit from a close relative. If you don't have a birth certificate, you can issue an affidavit from a close relative, preferably the applicant mother, stating the date and the place of birth, both parent names, and the mother's maiden names. So, and these things to note, this affidavit must be executed before an official authorized to take oath or affirmation. So in this case, I mean a lawyer who is officially recognized and authorized to take oath or affirmation. So that is the first document you will require to submit to the KCC. Another document is court and prisoner records. So if the applicant have been convicted of any crime, must obtain and submit a certified copy of each court record and any prison record. So if you have never been convicted and in prison, or you haven't committed any crimes, there is no need of submitting this court and prison record. Another document is the military record. If you have been served to the country military, you must obtain the military record from your country or from the military force of any country that you have been served. Also, this document you will submit to the KCC. But if you didn't serve in any military, there is no need of finding this military record. Another thing is police certificate. Which applicants are needed to submit the police certificate? Some of you may be asked this question. Each applicant aged 16 years or older must submit all the required police certificates. What does the applicant submit? The applicant must submit the police certificate that meet the following guidelines. The police certificate must contain the following: cover the entire period of the applicant residence in that area, be issued by the appropriate police authority, include all arrests, the reason for the arrest, and the disposition of each case of which there is a record. So if you are from Ghana and maybe you have moved to Dubai to do some work there, and you are the winner of the green card lottery, and you have stayed in Dubai for more than 6 months, and you have been in Ghana for more than 6 months, both countries you will required to get the police clearance records in order to submit to the KCC. That is one of the important things to note. It says that how to obtain the police certificate. Determined from the countries, an applicant is required to obtain a police certificate. So the table below shows how you can obtain the police certificate. So contain the appropriate police authority scheduling. I'm going to show. I will not going to show this table. Maybe the next time I'm going to show the reciprocity by the countries on how to obtain this police record. So this is the table. It says that the country of nationality, if they reside there for more than 6 months and you are 16 years old or older than that, the police authority of that locality must issue you the police clearance certificate. So that is one of the documents that you are supposed to submit. And the important to note is police certificate expire after 2 years unless the certificate was issued from your country of previous resident and you have not returned there since the police certificate was issued. If at the time of your interview the following 3 items are all true, you must bring a new police certificate to your visa interview. You are more than 16 years old, you must bring the police clearance certificate. The police certificate was obtained more than 2 years ago. You still live in the country that issued the certificate. You are supposed to bring the police clearance certificate. So that is all about police clearance certificate. Another document that you require to submit is the photocopy of valid passport biographic data page. This applied to you, and each family member immigrating with you must submit the photocopy of the biographic data page of a current valid passport. The biographic data page is the page with your photograph, your names, your date, and place of birth. So send a photocopy of your biographic data page to KCC and bring the original passport plus the photocopy of your biographic data page to your visa interview at the US embassy or the consulate. So at this passport information, what you require to submit to the KCC is your biographic data page, which contains the photo, names, date, and place of birth in your passport. And then the original passport plus the photocopy, you will bring or you will come along with it during your visa interview at the US embassy or consulate. Important things to note: do not send your original passport to KCC because you will need this document to travel. So it will be the photocopy of such document. Also, there are so but there are some list of documents that also some embassies or consulate will require you to submit those list of documents. Apart from all those I've been mentioned, there is other list of documents that can be required for you to submit. So those documents are like your birth certificate. That is one of the documents that will be required to submit, birth certificate. Then your school or educational certificate, or we call it academic document. It means your transcript and any other official academic document. Those are the additional documents that you will be required to submit. So in order to check the list of countries, the list of US embassy or consulate and the additional document, you are supposed to go to the US embassy website to check the required document that you require to submit during your interview. So each country has the US embassy, and the US embassy has the list of documents. Upon scheduling for the interview, there is a list of documents that you will required to submit during your interview. But from those documents that have been mentioned that you will supposed to submit to the KCC, and the additional ones in which the US embassy or consulate will require them for you to submit. But for the purpose of this video, that is the list of supporting documents that you required or you will expect to submit to the KCC so that they can process and review your case. So that was the list of documents, which is birth certificate, court and prison record if you have been convicted, military record if you have been served to the military, police certificate, this is the must to the place where you've been stayed for more than 6 months, and the photocopy of valid passport biographic data page. So those are the documents you will expect to submit to the KCC. So prepare these documents if you are the winner of the DV Lottery 2022, because you will expect to receive this email from the KCC requesting your document. This email kccdvdocument@state.gov to submit your supporting documents. So thank you. Don't forget to subscribe and share the video to others who are the winner of the DV Lottery 2022. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel at Swahili Bongo DV Lottery so that I can keep sharing the information concerning the Green Card Lottery application and Green Card Lottery in general. Thank you so much.